Disaster response planning for farmers. Disasters can bring multiple consequences to your farm, such as damages caused by smoke, ashes, power outages, fire, floods, mudslides, or structures collapse. To prepare, you need to have an emergency response plan in place with at least the following elements. Communications plan. Create a communication plan with all of your family members, farm crew, neighbors, and backup support. Establish an emergency communications protocol, including an out-of-an-area contact in case local phone lines are down. Have on hand communication equipment such as two-way radios, walkie-talkies, or a megaphone in a safe place to meet outside of the disaster's area. List important phone numbers and place them in accessible areas of your farm. Evacuation and shelter in place. The ability for you to evacuate your farm and for emergency responders to identify and safely access your property during an emergency is critical. Make sure your road is at least 20 feet wide and has 15 feet vertical clearance to make room for emergency vehicles. You can call your local fire department and have them visit your farm every 3 years for safety check and so they know how best to protect it. Make sure you have at least 2 or more roads in and out of your property and open all gates during an emergency. Have 2 evacuation routes that all farm personnel know. If you have children going to school, coordinate with school personnel and family members to establish where children should be evacuated in case you cannot pick them up. Plan where you will go after an evacuation. Friends and family's houses are best option. There are also public shelters. Have a backup plan for your water, fuel, feed, emergency supplies, and electricity for all humans and livestock, and crops for 3 to 7 days. Plan on how you will irrigate or store your crops, such as a backup generator and water and feed for your livestock if you have to evacuate. You may not be able to reach them, or you may lose electricity for several days or weeks. Test your backup generators regularly and have enough fuel to run them. Make sure you have a safe place to relocate or shelter your animals. If markets or sale channels become inaccessible, have an emergency storage and emergency marketing strategy for your crops. Have at least 2 evacuation routes. Talk to your neighbors to get access if needed. Make sure all farm personnel also know these routes. Rapid Response Farm Task Plan. During a disaster, you may have to quickly evacuate and shelter in place, and you might not be able to talk to your crew. A rapid response plan with delegated responsibilities is essential to assuring that key tasks get done and everyone stays safe. Make sure you train and practice your plan at least once per year with your farm crew, neighbors, family, and backup personnel. Conducting a mock emergency evacuation can greatly reduce loss and stress during an actual emergency.